like our energy here. I liked how we've come out in the last couple games at home. I find that our group finds a different level here, and I'm excited to have a late night match, for all the marbles.
Brad was saying the way the last game went makes the Leafs probably more dangerous. Like, what sort of opponent are you expecting tonight?
I mean, anytime you're fighting a team that's back against the wall, you never know what you're going to get. But I find that this is a time of year when you really find out what you're made of, and I find this game tonight's going to be the toughest. It's not going to be any shades of last game, because I find that it's just going to be a lot more intensity to the game. But like I said before, we're at home, and I think we're ready for that.
What's it been like playing with and getting to know Brad?
I had a lot of different things to say to you 3 months ago. But yeah, he's great. I really enjoy him in the room. Really enjoy him on this side of things. He's jumped me a few times this year, so we had to squash that. Although actually, I don't know if I ever have. No, he's great. He's something that he's a good energy, and I like to think of myself as a pretty good energy guy in the room. So it's fun to have another guy to bounce off the walls with. But I always find that anytime I can see him, usually the decibel level goes up in our room.
What's it like bearing a hatchet though? Slowly in your career, you guys obviously gone to battle and stuff. Like, what is that like? How does that work? Or
You
does
should
it work?
try and find some common ground. Him and I are big outdoorsy guys, so it is kind of nice to be able to sit and chat on the back of the bus and start to slowly erode away at all the things that have happened over your career.
Similarly, what's it been like getting to know and playing with Sam Bennett over the course of the season?
Benny and I have a special bond. I don't know if you can figure that out, but we are one of a kind. He's a guy you don't really appreciate as much until you play with him. You understand how many times he's buried you, but you also understand how good he is with the puck and how silky he is and how well he can move with and without it. And honestly, one of the biggest things for a center in our league is being able to talk to a defenseman like me, and he does such a good job of communicating to us down low that a lot of times when we make a play to him, it's not because of it's because of our low center talking, and especially Benny. There's times where your D-man goes between his legs and hits a guy in the middle, and you're like, wow, what a play by that D-man. I was like, wow, what a talk by that center. It's usually where that play comes from.
You guys have the same barber?
No comment.
What have you learned about this group's killer instinct? You got the job done, Game 5 Tampa. What stands out about the ability to close things out?
I just think it's the idea that you don't have to change to try and adapt to the game, right? Like, the game is going to come to you, and you have to understand you have to be ready for it, but not try and go out and do extra special secret plays in order to win.
Bobrovsky allowing just one goal in the past 2 games. What's your takeaway about the level he's playing at right now?
Man, I love playing with Bob. He's just such a calm character back there that he's cool in these games, right? Like, you see him, he's back there, the way he does it, his flow, his style, he's everything from that, kind of resonates on our bench, and Bob's back there doing his thing, so you just have a level of calmness on your bench because he's back there.
Nate, your defense leads the league this playoffs for goals, obviously you included. Just how big is it to get the production from the goal line like that?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things in the playoffs is depth scoring. Anytime your D can get in and get on the board in a game, I find that your top guys in this are gonna have chances on the power play and things like that. But when you start chipping in from our defense or from our quote unquote bottom six forwards, it really does create a mismatch, right? Like, it creates a level where you're tilting the scales in your favor, right? Because anytime we talk about it all the time, get the puck to a D, but forwards don't always listen to us, so hopefully that will resonate moving forward.